Welcome students. Today we are going to learn the grammar part of the language, that is section C. Under this we will learn the transformation of sentences. The question appears under the heading do as directed, and it appears for 4 marks with 4 sentences. What you have to do here is you have to rewrite the given sentence as per the directions without changing the meaning and the tense of the given sentence. You may be asked to rewrite a sentence using as soon as, no sooner, or you may be asked to add a question tag or to change the degree of comparison or to join the sentences with or without using the connector, etc. We will learn all these one by one. Today we will learn to use or to rewrite the sentences using no sooner than and as soon as. Both these are conjunctions which mean the same thing but they fit differently in the sentence. The conjunction as soon as is followed by a pronoun and the conjunction no sooner is followed by a auxiliary or a supportive verb. As soon as is followed by a pronoun as well as a noun. Okay, remember this. When you are writing the sentences with as soon as, it should be followed by a noun or a pronoun, and the conjunction no sooner should be followed by an auxiliary verb. Okay, now let us solve some sentences. As soon as you finish your dinner, join us outside. If you look at these sentences, you will know that it is in the present tense. The verb finish and join tell us that it is in the present tense. Identification of the tense is very important. Once you identify the tense, it's easy for you to rewrite. Now you have to rewrite it using no sooner. As I told you, no sooner is followed by an auxiliary. So no sooner do you finish your dinner, then you join us outside. This is how you have to write the answer. Now, where did you get these 2 verbs from? Do finish. The word finish is split up into 2. Do finish, or sometimes we can split it up as does finish. I hope you know when we use do and does. Do is used with the plural nouns and pronouns and with I and you, and does is used with the singular nouns and pronouns. So since the subject here is do, we are using here subject here is you, we are using here do, and the verb is split up as do and finish. Okay, and the third place where you have to pay attention is the word then. The spelling is very important here. The spelling is THAN and not THEN. THEN is wrong. You will get 0 mark if you write THEN. Students, in grammar, you either score full marks or no marks. So you have to be very careful. The second sentence, as soon as the teacher entered the class, the children stood up. Again, if you identify the verbs, they are entered and stood, which are in the past tense. See this verb, entered. It is ending with ed. This verb is called regular verb. Many verbs end in ed to form their past tense, whereas the word here stood is also a past tense, but it doesn't end with ed. It is called irregular verb. The present tense of stood is stand and entered is enter. So now this verb we have to split up into 2 since we need the auxiliary to reframe the sentence. So since this is in the past tense, we use the auxiliary did and the present tense of this verb. So no sooner did the teacher enter. Okay, did the teacher enter? This is very important, these 2 verbs. If you write here the past tense entered, it will be wrong. So did enter. You have to remember this because many times, even if we speak fluent English, we make a mistake in these verbs. We say did understood, did got. Okay, it is wrong. So did enter and then the spelling of the word then. So this is how you transform or rewrite the sentences having no sooner and as soon as. Let us consider one more example. No sooner does the train arrive than the people rush in. So this is a sentence with the conjunction no sooner, which we have to rewrite using the conjunction as soon as. Same way. Now these are the two auxiliaries which are split up. You have to combine it as one. And does arrive is a present tense. The word does and do signifies the present tense and did signifies the past tense. So does arrive come together to form the verb arrives. Arrives. Remember, this is arrives. If you write here just arrive without yes, it will be considered wrong. I hope you know the subject and verb agreement here. The train arrives. Singular noun arrives, and the trains arrive. With the trains we say arrive, no s, and with the train it is arrives. This is again the basic grammar. I hope you know it. Okay, so minute mistake will give you 0 marks, so you have to pay attention here. So does arrive changes to arrives. So as soon as the train arrives, the people rush in. So students, this is how you have to rewrite the sentences with as soon as and no sooner. Let us recap it. If the given sentence is in the present tense, you have to write the answer in present tense only. First thing what you have to do is identify the tense of the verb. Otherwise your answer will be wrong. If the tense is in the present tense, if the verb is in the present tense, it can be splitted up as do and the main verb or does and the main verb. So do finish or does finish. Again, it depends upon the subject when to use the auxiliary do and does. And if the given sentence is in the past tense, then it splits up as did and the present tense. So do and does and the present tense, and did plus present tense makes a past tense. Okay, I hope you're clear with the transformation of these two types of sentences. Okay, if there is any doubt for you all, we can solve it as we solve the other examples of the with the other reframing of the sentences. Okay, so if you have really liked this video, students, kindly share it with your friends. Okay, and give me the comments. Thank you, students.